proudly covering the Northwest Arkansas community. This is KNWA News at 10.
After a Prairie Grove School District employee lost her daughter in a car accident, she's now on a mission to change distracted driving laws in Arkansas. Good evening, I'm Nate Custer.
And I'm Jennifer Piñate. Thanks for joining us tonight. KNWA's Peyton Yeager spoke with the still grieving mother on how she's making sure people think twice before getting behind the wheel.
Good morning, Jeffrey.
When the sun comes up,
I'm so glad you have your jacket on this morning.
it's time for Peggy Hackett to get to work.
Usually the other ones don't get here until right before it's time for school to start.
Hackett guards the crosswalk at Prairie Grove Middle School with her life.
This is one way in the morning and in the afternoon.
I still had 5 minutes.
Something she learned was precious. Her daughter Hannah, an aspiring country singer, was killed in a car accident in 2006 when she wasn't wearing her seatbelt.
That pain is horrible, and I do not want any other parent, if it can be avoided, to have to go through the pain that we've gone through.
Now the mother takes safety inside a vehicle seriously.
I see a lot of distracted driving, and I'm very concerned about it.
In Arkansas, talking on the phone while driving in a school zone is a secondary law, meaning a police officer has to pull you over for a different offense first to cite you for being on your mobile device.
We are trying to get it through the Senate legislation with Charlene Fight's help. I'm trying to push it through the legislation this year to get it enacted into a primary law. I have to make sure that my kids, I call them my kids, are safe so they can return home to their parents that day.
One of these parents is Rachel Hubbs. She watches her son walk to and from school every morning before she heads to work at the hospital.
I got to see the end result of people not paying attention to what's going on, and the biggest thing I saw was people would want to take that 1 second back.
Hackett says after losing one of her own,
I love you, Mommy and Daddy.
She feels a responsibility to protect her children from any danger on the roads.
Have a good day, girls.
In Prairie Grove, Peyton Yeager, KNWA, Northwest Arkansas News.
Peggy Hackett has had success in introducing legislation in the past. In 2009, Hackett changed wearing your seatbelt from a secondary to a primary law, as well as passing a graduated driver's license law.
And speaking of driving, many behind the wheel can become more aggressive during the holidays. In fact, a study conducted by Gas Buddy shows our driving habits are 175% more aggressive during the holidays compared to the rest of the year. That not only makes roads more dangerous, but also lowers gas mileage.
Today in Benton County, Christmas came early for some children as law enforcement took them shopping this afternoon. KNWA's Lance Lloyd tagged along with some of the kiddos to see how they built bonds with Benton County's finest.
The Benton County Sheriff's Office and the Police Athletic League teamed up to take some area children holiday shopping, not only to get them physical gifts for Christmas, but also to give them experience of a positive relationship with a police officer.
Lift the burden from my chest.
For Tanya Mendoza, the Shop with a Cop program has made a big difference for her this holiday season.
Being down on a couple things and stuff, and it helped us out a lot. I mean, it really helped us family out a whole lot.
Police officers chaperoned the kids.
This is fun.
Filling shopping carts full of their Christmas wish list items.
They love hanging out with the cops and everything and joking around with them, and they love, you know, the new experiences and stuff.
President of the Police Athletic League, Chris Sparks, says the heart of the program focuses on giving back to at-risk youth in Benton County, helping to build a bridge between the two.
Once you see the benefits and the effects that takes place, it's kind of mind-boggling.
Effects that Mendoza says builds bonds and allows kids to call police their pals.
Kids get that one-on-one with the cops, and then they can see it's, hey, this is not bad at all. This is maybe what I want to do.
Breaking down those barriers, I think is priceless.
Presents for now.
Yeah, I like it.
And gifts of mentors that keep on giving for the future.
I've got a daughter that already wants to be a police officer, so I really know it's big and different.
In Bentonville, Lance Lloyd, KNWA, Northwest Arkansas News.
Very heartwarming. Thank you, Lance. Around the region, cleanup is underway in Oklahoma following a train derailment, and you can see the mess it created next to Highway 69 right here in Pittsburg County, east of Oklahoma City. Crews are trying to clear the tracks and investigate why the train derailed. That train was carrying steel Wheel. Grain and beer from Kansas City to San Antonio. No one was hurt.
Around Arkansas this time of year, kids are rushing to get their letters to Santa, but one didn't quite reach the North Pole. Susan O'Corey tells us how one Hot Springs woman is determined to make that Christmas wish come true.
What are you guys all looking at?
Curiosity tends to get the best of Susan Watkins' horses.
Come on.
But she always knows the sweet spot to get their attention.
Okay.
That's why it didn't take long to figure out something out of the ordinary was in their Hot Springs pasture.
We saw something down on the cattle panels that we use for our fencing.
A deflated delivery meant for the North Pole.
And new toy to play with. Signed Victor Daniel.
The note to the point, but includes a personal touch.
A little picture on the back.
Now Watkins just wants to finish the bigger picture.
We'd love to get a balloon and tie a toy to it and say it's from Santa and send it back to him.
With only a name, it's not much to go on.
I was hoping he would have left an address on there. That would have been, or a city, it would have helped.
Instead of getting discouraged,
so we've tried to look.
Watkins looks into her pasture.
Hi, Victor.
A shared name that could be a sign.
It's kind of strange that Victor's note landed here with Victor.
This Christmas wish needed someone to help make it come true.
All we want to do is find him.
As you heard, the note is from Victor, but Watkins is having a hard time figuring out his last name. She thinks it says Daniel. A picture of the note is up on our website, along with information on how you can reach out if you think you know who sent it.
Hopefully he's found. Starting today, you can donate gifts to foster children in need through First Security Bank. You can take monetary gifts, store gift cards, and new unwrapped toys to any First Security banking center in the state. Donations will then be distributed to local children through partner agencies of the Arkansas Division of Children and Family Services.
KNWA has partnered with the Salvation Army for the Red Kettle campaign once again. This year, our KNWA News evening team is taking on the KNWA Today morning crew in a friendly competition to see who can raise more money to help local families in need. We were out ringing bells this past Friday at area Walmarts collecting donations, but the opportunity to give doesn't stop there. We have a link on our website, nwahomepage.com, where you can contribute to our Red Kettle cause. And join us on December 31st at 11:30 p.m. for the Lone Star New Year's Eve live countdown to 2019. DJ Williams and friends will be live in Dallas, counting down to a 360-degree fireworks show at midnight. You can also watch the show live on our website, nwahomepage.com. 200 countries joining forces to establish how we treat our planet, how the U.S. is responding.
And the Hoop Hogs took the court against University of Texas at San Antonio. How the squad responded to a little adversity in the Pig Trail Nation Report. But first, let's go to Dan.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day today. Check out the almanac as temperatures warmed up into the lower 60s. That's way above where we should be for this time of the year. How long did the warm weather last? We'll have that coming up right after the break.
You're watching KNWA News at 10 with Nate Custer, Jennifer Pignate, Chief Meteorologist Dan Scoff, and your Pig Trail Nation Report with Drew Ammon. Closed captioning is sponsored by Air Control.